everybody, and welcome to another Legend Hero review brought to you by the guys over at Sir Toys. In this video we're looking at the team that makes up the Legend King Pinik's Complete form. Now that's made up of the Legend Gear Aero, the Legend Pinik's Chopper and the Legend Pinik's Jet. Taking a look at the Chopper first, as you can see it is so hot in my studio at the moment that the rubbery plastic the blades have drooped. I don't normally have this problem, it's just the heat, honest. Other than the droopy propellers, we do have some nice detailing on there, nice blue and gold contrast. We've got the visible head syndrome, which we seem to get with most of these. The feedback from my last Legend Hero review was that this series really reminds you of the Power Rangers RPM. Yeah, I can definitely see that, so I really can. It's definitely some similarities, but I believe this is actually licensed to go on Cartoon Network as well. I'm going to see if I can find some links and include them in the description to where we can watch the show. We do have some wheels which allow the Copter to roll quite nicely. The Jet is much the same deco as the Copter. It's got that Phoenix vibe going on. We've got those eyes, we've got the nice blue on the front there, and again we've got this nice gold and red, but this time we get some nice swirling flame effects on those wings as well. We have the visible head, we have some nice rockets either side, the air intakes, and again we have wheels. Now the big chunky monkey of the three is the Legend Gear Aero. This is basically a big, huge kind of stealth jet. You've got a kind of cockpit section going on here. We've got this nice pointed section at the front. This kind of reminds me of the Astro Megazord from Power Rangers in Space, I think it was, or was it Lost Galaxy? No, Lost Galaxy had the black version of the Astro Megazord, didn't they? Yeah, the Astro Megazord anyway. I think it was their Power Rangers in Space. Kind of reminds me of that sort of thing. We have some thrusters here at the rear, and again we have some nice wheels which allows him to roll quite nicely. It's even got a Manta Force kind of vibe going on there, hasn't it? And like with the other Legend Hero Zords, we do get their combination discs. We've got the Copter disc, and we've got the Jet disc. Now the gear does have a sound feature. Like all the main mechs in the series, they have sounds, and there's just a button here that we can push. First of all, let's get him changed up into his Pinik's Copter mode. You want to untab these front sections here. They're tabbed in quite firmly. Slide this section out and put this to one side for now. You want to bring down the legs, bring this fist section down, flip out the fists on both sides, flip these knee spikes down and rotate both the legs. Compress the rockets on the heels and toes. Detach the floppy Copter blade and you want to kind of push those together. It's a flippy floppy mess. I need to put that in the freezer, I think, to harden up the plastic again. But you can see it forms a sword and we can place that in his hand. Fold, attach the head and then dock the chest. Separate the wing sections, turn this over and bring those to the back like so. And here he is in his Pinik's Chopper mode. Absolutely love this form for him. Now something I did miss on my last review is when we press the button on the back when the Copter is attached, for example. We get two different sound effects. Love the head sculpt on this. Probably one of the best head sculpts out of the three main mechs. It's kind of a Cyclops thing going on there. Really digging that. Although you can see some spillage on the paint, that green's just overlapped slightly, which is a shame, but nonetheless it's a nice looking figure. Basic articulation on these, lovely ratchets on those arms. The legs can come out to the side, nothing forward and back, but we do get a bend on the knee. That is pretty much all the articulation we get on these figures. Same principle with the jet. This time we detach these sections here, tab the wing sections in so they're now facing downwards. The wings tab in either side of the fist to make the weapon, fold these wings out to the front, and then attach the head and chest. There we have him in his second form, and again we get those two sounds. Awesome. And last but not least, we get the combination of the three. There we have him in his Legend King Phoenix Complete form. To be honest with you, I think I actually prefer the Copter form. It's just something about it just looks, I don't know, a little bit more streamlined. It kind of looks like he's got a bit of monkey arms there. Obviously in the show he had articulation and that in these arms, and they'd bend upwards, and it'd be nice to have that with this figure, but it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a large form for their Zord. Let's just press the sound button. Ooh, stereo. Okay, so we get three sounds when they're combined, which is nice. It's nice to get that additional one in that combined mode. Just taking a closer look, obviously this head was stored in the back there. It's a pretty nice sculpt. It's a nice combination of both of the heads. Those flame wings do look rather fetching on the chest there. This section comes all the way down and covers off his crotch. It is okay. It's not my favourite of the mechs, but it's still a good piece nonetheless, made of a very solid plastic, definitely above par. It's very similar to what we got with some of the earlier Power Rangers stuff. You know, when they got to like Operation Overdrive and beyond, they got very thin in my opinion. This is very good plastic. If you've played around with the Space Deleter stuff, it's very similar to them. I can't stress enough that these are very fun toys. They are aimed at both children and collectors. There's that kind of Super Sentai giant mech form that the adults love, and there's the huge playability of connecting all of these different Zords to get those different sounds. I know my kids, for a start, they absolutely love this. They love putting different chests on and getting a different kind of power, so to speak. My son can't really understand what's going on in the show, so we kind of just watch the action, and it's fun. It's a good fun show. Like I said, I'll try and find some of the links to the shows, and we downloaded them. I'll see if I can find some of the links to where they are on YouTube, etc., and see if you can watch some of them. I'll include those in the link below. I'll also include a link to this guy where I purchased him, Sertoys, link just down there in the description. Thank you all for supporting this channel. If you found this video useful, give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to share and subscribe. Until next time, from myself and the mighty Legend King Phoenix Complete, thanks for watching. Good